there's what, 4 weeks to the All-Star game?
Yeah,
4 weeks, and we have 4 players per team.
that's enough to play. Don't they
The,
have, are there even 4 players? No, there's
yeah, there's 4. Well,
oh,
there's 5.
including the goalkeepers.
Yeah, technically there's 5 because if Nick and Leo play, they're still player coaches.
Right, but I thought they only announced 2 players per team plus the goalkeepers.
So you have um so we'll go west, right? You
Yeah,
have Nick, you have Frank,
Frank.
you have they just announced 2 today. Childs
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah,
maybe
math is hard.
math is hard.
I remember they had 3. I remember they had 2 posts about players, but I forgot there were 2 players in each post.
Yeah. And then I'm assuming Nick and Leo are gonna play. I'm assuming
I
they
would
probably
think so. Maybe not. You never know. Maybe
they
they
might
want to
just
take
go full on coach.
There is that Central Cup or something. What's
yeah,
Yeah.
that?
Central Cup. Yeah, St. Louis, Kansas City, Wichita, and Dallas are going to be playing games throughout 2 weekends. The week after the All-Star game, which is December.
I wonder if they're open to expanding it with other teams close by.
Like who?
I don't know. You know, you
Chicago
had
Mustangs?
uh,
Well, if they're giving Wichita, if Wichita's in it, I mean,
Gio said before he thinks that this is going to be Wichita's announcement that they're in the league for this season.
yeah.
they're gonna be, oh wow.
I think that's what it's going to be for.
I
I mean,
could see
not
it.
only for that, but it's going to be a way they introduce them.
I mean, well, there's no schedule out. I'm still not convinced it's. I'm not 100% certain there's going to be a season. I mean, for my boys and everything that are playing, I want you guys all to play, make money, yada yada yada. But I mean, where's the schedule?
Right. Well, and so we know the way. I mean, we know the wave's out. Although
I don't understand the decision making, man. That decision making committee needs.
so the big thing with the wave was that the Wisconsin Center owns Fiserv Forum where the Bucks play and the arena and that auditorium that's right next door to the arena where the wave first played back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Which I mean it could hold a couple thousand people. I've been to concerts there before and wave games there before when I was a kid, but they own the whole thing and they've announced that they have no plans in the budget to have any events with people in it through next fall.
The other day, I was like, why didn't to keep the Milwaukee Wave in the league or like Monterey or anyone of importance? Because I mean, like, think of it, like, what would happen? Okay, so the last final that was played in the MASL was between the Wave and the Monterey. So what would happen to the NBA if next year the Lakers and the Miami Heat don't come back? There's like, oh, COVID, we can't play this season.
But we hope to play the next season.
Yeah, well, you guys go have fun. You guys go have fun, play a season or do whatever you guys want to do, and then we'll meet you guys in a year or two. Like, what would happen to the league?
Yeah.
Everyone would be like, what the hell is this corny?
Well, so the big difference at MASL is, so I've been watching games since 2012. I think we saw a couple in 2011 before it was MASL, for a couple of years there. There's never been 2 years in a row where it's been the same teams in the league.
That's scary.
Right. So and a lot of times it's a team that comes in and flops, or like Sonora went on sabbatical, Monterey went on sabbatical 1 year, and then they came back after a year. But it's never been the same team.
The other day that I wanted to bring up that I was so pissed off about after I thought about this.
What's it?
If this league didn't rush this dumb free agency, yada yada yada, you know what I was thinking? Max would still be on the Wave. All this crap going on, they would have happened. They would have said, all right, look at whatever, we'll figure it out in a year. Go wherever you want to go for a year. We'll figure out you're still our player. We'll figure it out after all this. Why did we rush that free agency period?
That's interesting.
Into uncertainty, into an ocean of uncertainty.
Yeah. So I heard that Max didn't want to stay.
Yeah, but after a year and you go play for another team, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's true.
Things change.
Things change.
Yeah.
So that's a good question.
You in a year, bro. Oh my God, in a year. Think of what a year changes.
Yeah, that's
Think of
true.
what 6 months has changed.
Come on.
So, hey, when you signed your contract, how many years was it?
2 year. I signed 2 years.
You signed 2 years. Okay, so when they finally notified you about what was happening with the team and everything,
Oh man.
what did they tell you as far as your contract and everything? How is that going?
Dude, they were awesome. They were basically, I'm pretty sure they had the same conversation everyone. Like, hey, tough decision, hurts, but I gotta do what's best for the club, which I totally understand. What would you like to do? We'll help you with anything you want to, and go after. Pursue. We're right there behind you. Yada yada yada.
But were you so you're essentially on loan for a year and then come back to the
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what those contracts. I'm assuming any other guys that are leaving right now, it's going to be a loan type deal or something.
So the problem with that is the guys who don't have a contract. So there's a bunch of guys who do 1 year contracts who are essentially a free agent every year, but always re-sign every year.
Yeah, and think about what they did to them.
And the guys like Max, or I don't think we have any this time around, but if guys, let's say guys had a 3-year contract with 1 year left on it, they're going to essentially come out of a year playing with another team as a free agent then.
It's bizarre, man. I think about how many teams would have liked to have their pick or offer contracts to waive guys.
Oh, yeah.
Every team in the league. Every team in the league.
And I'm sure there's teams that have been
guys would have got good money. Down for you currently what I'm doing right now currently. Yeah. So I haven't really, since quarantine started, I haven't really done anything. I've been just doing stuff at the house. Still staying fit, still working out. Yeah, of course. But as far as work and stuff, none of that, just hanging out. But we have soccer in Chicago. We have this underground Chicago amateur soccer scene that everyone it's only 100 to 150 guys that just go and play in all these different leagues everywhere, and guys make money that. I mean, for example, it's guys will go in a week. I can play anywhere between 7 to 12 games, I would say.
Wow.
Within a week.
Wow.
And I'm talking 2 20-minute half indoor soccer games.
Sure.
So it's not it's not terrible. It's not like you're dying. I think an MASL game is completely different from an amateur soccer game that you see in these leagues. Just because the intensity level, a 60-minute indoor soccer game, when the clock stops, when the ball goes out of bounds, turns into a 2-hour soccer game. High intensity, the whole way for an hour. It's a wear and tear on your body. Completely different than an amateur game where I can play 2-3 games a night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Friday nights, it's not crazy for the boys to have a game at 7 in Melrose Park, which is 30 minutes from me, and then a game at 10 in South Side of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do the math. Guys aren't going to go anywhere for nothing, are they?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Guys are making good money. I know guys that just make a living just do this. They just play soccer. That's all they do.
Jesus.
Nothing wrong with that, yeah.
All they do. Play amateur soccer in Chicago.
So if Ian's going to be there for sure, why hasn't he been announced yet?
I don't know. He's going to be there for sure.
I would think so. I would think your boy Gordy is going to be there for sure.
Gordy's going to be there, yeah, definitely.
Gordy plays in all these kind of games.
Of course.
All the exhibitions and All-Star and all that.
All those U.S. games. We always call it the Gordy and Friends Cup. Friends. That's what we call the team, Gordy and Friends.
Great. Because he just seems to be, he knows whoever he needs to know.
He's the mayor. He's a mayor. He's literally, we called him the mayor of Cedar Rapids. That's what we used to call him, the mayor of Cedar Rapids. This kid just, I don't know what he just got it. I don't know what it is. He just anything for that banner.
Yeah, well, and does the banner have a giant asterisk next to it if they have
That's what I'm saying. Why would you want that? Yeah. Why would you ever put your club through that?
But if you're in a situation like a certain West Coast club who can't beat Monterey when it matters, now's your chance because they won't be in it.
Yeah, but at the same time, like you said, why do you want that?
Yeah, why would you want that? It should have been. If we were going to do this crazy season, we should have done something. Just do it completely crazy. Do a first half and a second half. The teams that can play their home games, you play first half of the season, take a summer break, come back in the fall, finish the season, and the other teams get all home games.
So, Sydney, your buddy Sydney, posted. He wrote an article about kind of that idea where instead of having a 20 you basically take last season and this next season and combine them into one bigger season.
Mhm.
Problem there is you get teams that, like Rochester, we'll pick on Rochester because they were finally doing well towards the end of the season, but they only had one win. So they go into this next season with like no purpose to play. Like, why would we even bother playing this thing?
Well, I mean, you could have said that at the beginning of the season. We all know they were going to win. No offense, we all knew it was going to be that.
That's true. I like the idea of doing now that the Central Cup thing came out, do an Eastern Cup with all the 4 teams that are sitting right there on the East Coast.
Or yeah, exactly. Why didn't we do? That's what we should have done in the first half of the season. You could have done all West plays all East. You battle it out. The teams that can travel, yada yada yada. Come back in the fall, finish it, and then do the championship. West versus East. The champion of the West plays the champion of the East.
Yeah. Or even I was thinking just right off the season to do a series of small tournaments.
Yeah, like a series.
Or that too.
They expected more from it, announcing it so short though.
Well, they're only selling 1,500 tickets because of COVID restrictions. They can only put 1,500 or 1,600, I think it is.
Yeah, it's something like that.
But they sold like 500 in the first 24 hours. So they thought it was going to be this huge big buzz, but I think after that, like we figured out there's 500 fans that want to travel for a game, and that's it. And now it's like, okay, now
cool though. That's a small army, dude.
Oh, I know, and I think
Small army to build on. You know what I'm saying? But they're not. Trust me, they're not going to capitalize on that. They won't.
Well, it's certainly not a money making thing.
No, exactly. But they won't. They'll never think like that. Oh, at least, I mean, 500 is a good start. 500, a crowd of 500 people is a good start for anything, I think.
Yep. But what would be cool is to have a website with shirts, scarves, hats now that you can buy for the All-Star game, rather than just a table at the arena when they have it.
Yeah, they've never thought outside the box. They're not going to anytime soon.
Right.
New leadership. That's the only way to move forward.
I
The
agree.
league has to start making money. It should be selling. All the teams should be wearing. Get a sponsor. Get a massive sponsor from a jersey, any jersey, whatever the is right now. Get some kind of sponsorship deal. Every team in the league has to wear this jersey. You got to start making money somehow. Sell tickets. Get a percentage of tickets. Do something. Get sponsorships. Get a turf company to sponsor every single turf. You know what I'm saying? You got to get some kind of money in here to expand, to grow, to.
Yeah.
I definitely think All-Star merch should be available now.
Yeah.
I mean,
No reason why not. What did we decide before? There were 4 players plus a goalie.
4 field players and
4 field players plus 2 keepers for each team.
Who are the field players? Tayu, you said.
So from the West, it's you do West.
All right, it's Tayu, Lipe. Stop, Derek.
Who?
Lipe from.
I'm not making fun. I honestly don't know who that is.
From Dallas.
I don't really watch. I honestly don't watch the West games, so I don't really know a lot about West players. Who knows?
And Child.
Personally, I don't know.
And Nick. I'm assuming Nick's gonna play. So.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I would assume so. So then from the East, it's Max was the first pick. Oh, maybe there aren't as many.
No, there aren't.
There's only 2 from the East.
No,
It's an original. It's the first pick. They did 2 goalies, and then they did 2 field players today.
And assuming Leo plays is 5.
Right.
Yeah.
So didn't they pick 2 Eastern players today? Oh,
Yeah.
it's Dom Francis and Nate Bordeaux. That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're good.
And then 2 keepers. So I mean, they're decent. They're all names that would be there.
Who would be your East lineup if you could choose?
My East lineup. Ruggles isn't on there. Ruggles is on there, isn't he?
Rose, Florida. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
No, but Ruggles is on the All-Stars.
No, they've only announced like 3 field players and 2 goalies, and that's it.
Okay. Ruggles will be on there, I think. I would probably say, I'd say Jamie or Hugo in goal. Ruggles. Marcio. It's going to be all wave guys.
Just post the link to the wave roster.
Yeah, Ian Max. And then let's go Cabarro maybe. Or second forward.
I won't even ask about the West. You already told me you don't watch the West.
I don't even watch those guys. I don't like those guys. I don't care.
What does Gordy think about playing in Turlock?
I don't know. I don't know if he can do it.
Yeah. It's kind of a cool. It's a cool play for me. The way.
No, but he's used to arenas like that. Trust me.
Yeah.
That's a Chicago style. That would be where a Chicago team played. It would be
Right.
something like that. That's exactly where a Chicago team would play. A grimy place like that. The Odeum in Villa Park. We played the playoff game. That's the perfect place for a Chicago team. That place like symbolizes Chicago.
So we were going to go down for that game, and like 4 or 5 different people were giving us descriptions of what it was like there, and we were like, okay, never mind.
Oh, we love it. The Chicago guys love it.
We went to the Sears Center.
I hate the Sears Center.
For an opening game one year on Halloween day. We did that instead of Halloween festivities.
Yeah, I hate the Sears Center. I never like playing there.
It seemed like a decent place.
I mean, it looks like for like if you're talking about like professional standard for like an arena, yeah, it fits the bill.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the turf was bad.
Turf was
bad.
Yeah, that turf is
dangerous.
So we were posting new Chicago Mustang sponsor and like post a big roll of duct tape.
That's hilarious.
I remember a couple of Stefan St. Louis was on the wave that year, and he tripped over like a giant bundle of duct tape and fell into a guy, and they called him for a 2-minute penalty.
Oh my god!
Oh, wait a minute, he's running full speed down the field.
Mustangs get the 2-minute penalty for that.
Yeah, he's not going to look down.
The tape job
advantage.
Maybe it was the duct tape that got the penalty.
Remember you? Oh my god! You remember Cedar? Holy. That turf was like unbelievable for us. We loved it. It wasn't like any other turf in the league. It was like spongy. It was so weird. But we trained on it every day. So we were so used to it.
Detroit played in Flint, and Ronald will remember this because the Blast went there and said, "No, we're not playing on this turf. No way."
Wow, good for them.
Yeah, there was a
I've
wave
never
game
heard that before, but good for them.
I remember Jonathan Greenfield went in for like a slide to not a sliding tackle, but a slide to get the ball, and just lifted up an entire corner of turf. Like he was under it. It looked like it was on.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Arena soccer. Gotta love it.
It's funny that we talk about these fields because like the fields in Mexico, some of them are really nice, but they're not big at all. So they're like
tiny.
The max capacity is like 1,000 people.
Yeah.
So it's like Baltimore.
Cedar was small, but the fans were right on top of the field. That was the best.
Yeah.
Like literally, you're in like you touching distance of the whole stadium. Was like the weight is on top of you. It's crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah. And then you could be like, so some of the players tell me like you could feel the fans like.
Oh yeah.
It's like 500 fans, but it beats anything in the
yeah. Oh, those nights. Some of those nights in there at Cedar were awesome. That night we clinched the playoffs against the Blast. Oh, that was one of the best nights. Oh,
that would love to hurt me.
What was the team? The Saltillo.
Which one?
When the MSL first joined, there was a Mexican team that played outdoor arena.
Oh,
a lot of those Mexican teams do that though.
Yeah.
They had the night as their logo.
Was it Rancho Saltillo or something?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah.
But it almost looked like you could kick a ball to the parking lot from the.
Definitely can.
Yeah, you
definitely can. Trust me.
Yeah, like there's this new field that was just new arena that was just built, and it's like here's the arena, here are the stands on this side, and you have a few stands on this side, and then like the team size is here, and then the parking lot's like right here.
Mm.
And you have like a little entry with like stores and everything, but besides that, it's just like right there. It's pretty cool though. It looks nice.
What happens when the ball
A
goes
lot
out?
of those Hispanic teams play on like the outdoor indoor fields, whatever you want to call them. They're just fields of walls.
That's why they got rid of the indoor name.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It was arena. The Mexican teams were like, we're not playing indoor. We're playing in an arena outside.
Way they could have done. The teams that can have games in the arena now, we'll split those arenas. We'll share them, split the revenue, And then the second half, we'll do the teams that can. If not, so let's say Milwaukee opens up, now we can move that games over there. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot they could have done.
there's a lot. Yeah. So for all you owners who are listening who like to
Yeah.
make stuff happen, when you watch us and we say things, and all of a sudden stuff happens like the All-Star game. This is what you do, right? Every single owner, you have a youth club. You sell the jerseys, like you're saying. That's $1,200 for one kid. If you have 100 kids, think of how much money that is.
Yeah. And I mean,
That
the
pays
SC
for
Wave,
everything. That grows everything. And now, not only that, think if the MASL had that jersey deal. Now, not only are every first team have the same jerseys that you got to buy, the youth team has jerseys, so they're making a buck off that too.
yeah. And the Wave, the SC Wave can get away with it because they're so big and so well known, but it's $1,800 a season for a fall or spring, not both. It's per kid. So just do the math on that. Now, granted, the coaches are paid, and it's an entire pay structure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a community.
Yep, exactly.
It helps pay for things.
And then what you can also do is, and the Wave has done, is a lot of the players are coaches. So then you grow.
Then your players, so you can get all the better players because they have the MASL salary and then they have their coaching salary.
And then you grow you grow the youth players into fans who then support the team.
Or not even that. Or you grow some of those guys into first teamers.
Yep.
I too.
Right. And that's
You know what I mean?
the plan as you grow up. But as the MSL team as well, you grow your fan base because the players are coaching your
The players. Every year you have tryouts, you gain 200 new fans.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Good idea.
As soon as I heard that happen, I was like, oh, because half the Wave players had coached SC Waukesha anyway. But for them to just come under the same umbrella was just, it's one of the best things I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, I think more teams need to follow that
Yeah.
style.
That's the only way it works. Some of these teams come in, it's like, oh, I want to win a championship, and that's it. They keep hunting for that championship.
Everybody get up, everybody get down, everybody dance to the rhythm. We're gonna ride to the rhythm. Everybody dance to the rhythm too. Everybody get up, everybody get.